There we go. Hey Hacksters, today's theme is After Dark, and you will see why in just a moment when I pull this thing up on the internet. Yes, here we go. Okay, so OSH Park has come out with a new colorway for PCBs. We all know and love their beautiful standard purple and gold, purple solder mask, gold Enig coated copper traces, and white solder silk screen for labeling and stuff. And that is what is the case with all these PCBs that I have here in the studio today. But they have a new service called After Dark, which enables you to use a beautiful black PCB substrate, and then it has the copper laid down over that, and then a clear solder mask applied on top, which means that, so instead of a sort of beige color where there's non-covered PCB material and you have the black, and instead of the gold color of the traces you have straight copper, and then instead of the purple on top you have a clear layer, and then you still have the white silk screen. So here's an example from Benjamin Shockley, and if you retweet it, then you can stand to win one of these little guys. So that's called the After Dark colorway, and you can get it now. I'm really excited to try it out. In the meantime, I'm going to solder something cool. This is an earring slash pendant by a couple of friends. We know Lee from various maker events, and they have collaborated with Amy Zenunim, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but I'm going to pretend, to produce this gorgeous little badge. Check it out. I ran into them at DEF CON wearing these as earrings, and they were gracious enough to give me one. So let's put it together. And I think that this will go really well with my own like Charmware little modular tech jewelry things, because they already match, which is one of the examples, or the advantages rather, of everyone using OSH Park. Maybe once things are also being done more with the After Dark colorway, that won't be the case anymore, but we shall see. So these are designed to just go straight on. I should check the polarity here though, which I think means that I'm going to put the button holder, coin cell holder on first. I'm going to tip these little guys out onto the table. Thump. If I have a lot of little surface mount components on a reel, I'll typically try and do them one by one, or a few at a time, but I've only got 4 here, so I'm just going to tip them all out. And let's have a look at these. Can we determine the polarity? Let's do a little bit of a better focus here. And it looks like there's a green indicator on the right side there. And typically that might indicate ground, but you never really know. There was actually a, oh, and look, on the other side, there's a little T with the bar on the left side. So it's really kind of hard to tell what's going on here. We shall see. In fact, why don't I just pull out my little tester guy here. This is a very crude LED tester that just shows which side is which without having to whip out your entire multimeter. Okay, there we go. So the ground side, now that I've blinded myself, is the one with the little green dot. Great. And I should be able to tell from this as well. So this is going to be the ground part of the PCB in the center here. And then the outside is going to be positive. So let's see, the positive side wants to go to the left on all of these. And then presumably there's some routing on the other side. Nope. Maybe it's a multi-layer PCB. Oh no, duh, it's just a ground plane. Okay, and then that goes to the central part there. Okay, cool. Let's see if we can get this to work. It should be pretty friendly. Gonna tin all these guys first. Doop, doop, doop. This is also a way of getting back into the swing of things. I've been out of the office for a while until last night, and I haven't soldered anything in ages. Actually, that's a lie. I did solder some stuff on Archimedes because I took him to a maker festival in Moscow and decided to fix up his brain a little bit, which required soldering some stuff, but yeah. Going to position this way, and I need to hold onto this with tweezers, because when you're doing one of these battery holders, they tend, it's a little bit bent up. Oh, that's probably my bad. They tend to get very hot because they are completely made of metal, and you need to heat them up a lot in order to get any local part of them hot enough to stay in place. So, and sometimes I'll put like a spot of solder down on the central part too, but I don't think I'm going to do it this time. Okay, let's get this melted. Come on, soldering iron, I know you can do it. I think you can do it. This is lead-free solder and it's being a little bit finicky, as per usual. There we go. But it's good enough for Zach Verdeen, who does incredibly tiny, gorgeous things with LEDs and stuff. So if it's good enough for him, then I can definitely do something this big with it. Okay, now let's hold you down. There we go. Nice. Now I just have to do the LEDs. And let's see, is there a good way to hold these? Come over here, Trio. Oh, your little arms have come off, huh? Trio is not a very stable assistant, but we'll try and make this work. That looks much better. Okay, cool. And so again, the green dotted side was ground. So let's see. Ah! Oh my goodness. This solder is really not the greatest. Maybe it's the particular one that I have that's not so good. Try cleaning off my iron as well a little bit. Come on! Oh, why are you being a jerk? I'll try some different lead-free solder here and see if that helps. And maybe try tinning the part as well. This really did not get very clean. Where's my brass coil? There we are. Ah, much better. Come on, we can do the thing. I believe in us. I think maybe the iron has gotten turned down as well. Does it need to be hotter? No, it's actually pretty hot already. Maybe it's too hot. Troubleshooting to the rescue. Come on. It also really helps to talk to your electronics. That's something that I always find helpful. Let's put a little bit more solder back on here. That's why my iron is complaining, because it's too hot. That's also probably why all the flux is burning off before I have a chance to solder these things. Ew. I don't know how that happened, but I guess I have to live with it now. This really isn't wanting to work. I might break down for a minute and actually go back to leaded solder because this is being a huge jerk. Give me a second. Okay, let's see if I can make this work now. That seems to be working a little bit better. Although I still can't get the LED to attach, so I'm going to tin that. Wow, this is really being finicky. I think part of it also is that the metal claw of the alligator clip that is holding this is getting in the way, and that would also suck down some heat. What I should have done is done the LEDs first. Ah! And then I also wouldn't have the high profile battery holder in the way either. Okay, come on. Let's get this up and running. I'm just going to zoom out here. Or rather focus out so that we can put it on the table and have fewer problems. Okay, there we go. I'll do this bit with lead free. See if that works. Okay. Now you all know that I've like soldered a ton of bold port kits and stuff on screen, so I don't have any qualms about my expertise here, but it's still pretty frustrating when stuff isn't working. Where is my little pliers? I'm gonna pull out this CR2032 from my tester. And I'm just gonna stick it into here to make sure that I've got, yeah, good. Polarity is correct, that's beautiful. Let's pull you out again. All right. Now we're actually moving. So, making sure to keep the polarity correct. I'm gonna tin this guy. It still seems to be running really hot, so I'm going to turn it down a little bit again. This is why you do the shortest components on your board first. Actually, maybe I'll do this outer one first. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, 2 to go. As I bang my nose on the camera. See if I can do this one without tinning it first. That works much more nicely. I am getting these a little bit angled because I tinned them so high. I meant to only put a little bit of solder on. but instead I had these little domes, which means that when you put down one side of the LED, the other side can't lay flat, and you get this sort of angled effect on the LEDs, which is fine. They're on the back of the board. Let's do one more, and then we'll be good. Ah! That actually might not need any extra solder. Oh, no, it does. It looks terrible. Ha ha ha. I can actually just smush the solder that's already on there over onto the contact. It's fine. I'm going to add a little bit more on the first contact, though. It's ground side. There we go. There we go. That's more tolerable. Okay, let's make sure that all of these are actually working. Yay! Fantastic. So now I have this gorgeous little PCB guy that will work as a pendant. Ooh, that would be a really cool choker, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. But you could also wear it as an earring or whatever. Gorgeous little moon PCB. Thanks, Lee and Amy. It is super cute and wonderful. Have an awesome rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow, and hack on.